tells me this is not normal. I feel awful. Like, I feel hungover. I have the worst headache of my life. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name's Cora. I post videos about a whole bunch of things, including wedding prep, beauty, skincare. If you like videos like that, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when I upload. 2022 is an exciting year for me, and I knew I wanted to start off with a bang. So I figured what better way to do that than with a crazy cleanse or diet. Now, I'm all about doing challenges. If you've seen other videos of mine, you may have seen my Chloe Ting challenge as well as my Adele Cert Food challenge. I will link both of those videos below. One of my goals for 2022 is to do everything I want to do in the healthiest way possible. So I knew I wanted to do a challenge, but still keep it relatively healthy. I heard a lot of great things about the ProLon cleanse. Now, I swear people talk about this thing like they talk about Arbonne or something they're selling. So I was super intrigued, but when I saw the price, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna try that unless it's on sale. I saw that it was on sale for about $189. I also got 20 extra bars and some extra teas with that. So I decided to bite the bullet and see what all the hype was about. Now, wanted to let you guys know before I jump into my experience with ProLon, this is not sponsored at all. I paid for this with my own money, and as you'll see, the money is the reason why I stuck with it. I actually did not have a positive experience with this program, so I wanted to give an objective opinion about what ProLon is actually like. I feel like a lot of the videos and posts I see are either sponsored, gifted, or just kind of don't add up. So I don't know if my experience was just wildly different than everyone else's, but as you'll see, I'm gonna go super in depth about my personal experience with ProLon. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so I just opened the ProLon box. It looks like this. Inside, it has what to do when you get set up. You also have a free coaching call, which I'm actually gonna opt out of just for a more objective opinion of the cleanse. They give you instructions and information about what a fasting mimicking diet is. They also have directions for storage and preparation, which is great. And lastly, the most important thing, all of the food you're gonna be eating and when to eat it. It's also really easy to follow. You have your days numbered, and if I open this, it has everything you need in each day's packet. Now, I did see some people got some updated flavors of soup. So there's like a butternut squash and a black bean. I got the traditional flavors, so tomato soup, minestrone, and quinoa. I feel like you really can't mess it up. If you're following the instructions to a T, it's really easy to follow. I was posting on Instagram throughout the process, and a lot of people were saying they didn't follow the soup directions correctly. So I will say, make sure you're following the instructions on the back of each package of soup or food as well. It gives you specific instructions about how to prepare them because they're all a little bit different. The only thing I was confused about before kicking off was about the measurement in the L drink. So I barely had any poured out before I had to start. So if you don't have a significant amount of weight, you're not going to be drinking a bunch of the L drink. But it's really strong flavored. It actually tastes really good, so that was a benefit for me. All right, so let's get into my day-to-day experience. I took so many notes on my notes app because I wanted to make sure I was being super accurate with my descriptions of everything, because I feel like I'm the only person on the internet that didn't like this program. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a professional anyway. I'm just a normal person who tried this program, so take all of my opinions with a grain of salt. This isn't meant to influence you in any way. It is just my opinion. All right, so on the first day, I was full after breakfast and I took the algae pills. So those you take on the first day and the fifth day. I'm someone who can swallow pills no problem. I can let them sit in my mouth no problem. Sorry if that's gross to some of you, but the algae pills and the NR1 pills, which have the vitamins and minerals in them, are so nasty. So make sure you drink those really quickly with water. Some of the ingredients in the bars are almonds, macadamias, pecans, chicory root fiber, cacao nibs, honey, coconut flour, flax seeds, natural flavor. I don't love natural flavor, but I'll let it slide. sea salt, and rosemary extract. So pretty good overall ingredients. You start pretty much every day with a bar, and I never got sick of the bars, surprisingly. So after breakfast on day one, I was feeling pretty good. Day one is also your most caloric day. So you're gonna have about 1,150 calories, I believe, on day one. And then the remaining days lowers your calories significantly. So days 2 through 5, you're having around 800 calories. I was a little bit hungry after day one, but it was nothing groundbreaking. Good morning, everyone. It's day 2. I didn't have energy to do anything yesterday. I stayed in bed all day and I was super freaking gassy. It was not great, I'm gonna be honest. If you're in a really stable long-term relationship or live by yourself, this is totally fine, but if you're just starting to meet someone, don't start this cleanse if you have a stomach like mine. I have celiac disease. I have a sensitive stomach, so I don't know if that's normal. It says it's gluten-free, so I don't know what the heck was going on there. It's about 12 o'clock and I'm going to start the day 2 instructions. I think my strategy for this moving forward, since the calories are so low, is to wait as long as I can to eat and then break my fast. I started at about 9 a.m. yesterday and I think that was a mistake because the longer I can hold out not eating, I feel like the more I'll be able to focus. I was just not able to focus. I was super groggy all day, so I'm feeling okay so far. About to have my L drink. After day 1, the food was actually pretty good. I didn't mind it at all. I'm gonna go make my L drink and I'll see you guys later. A lot of people have trouble on days 3 and 4, but day 2 was one of my worst days by far. Now, where day 2 went wrong was my fiance and I went to the movies. Oh my lord, it was miserable. For some reason, after dinner, when we went to the movies, I got so bloated. I'm not pregnant and I had a flat stomach this morning, okay? You know, something tells me this is not normal. I don't care what excuse the ProLon team has. There's no reason I should look 5 months pregnant on day 2. I feel awful. Like, I feel hungover. I have the worst headache of my life behind my eye and behind my temple. I just saw The Kingsman with my fiance and I couldn't even look at some scenes when it was getting super bright because I was getting a headache from it. So I know this isn't just withdrawals or whatever, you know, excuse the team wants to call it. I just really don't believe in these cleanses, honestly. And I think my stomach is kind of proof of that. Like, this is ridiculous. I pretty much only look bloated like that when I eat bread accidentally or something with gluten accidentally. I also noticed throughout days 1 and 2 I had no cravings until the night of night 2, and we were watching Curb Your Enthusiasm and they were talking about the Larry David bagel, and I just had the worst craving for a whitefish bagel for some reason. I also craved Tom Kha soup, if you guys know what that is. It is Thai coconut curry soup. It's so good. I could not stop thinking about those two things for some reason. I looked pregnant by the end of day 2 and I had pregnancy cravings apparently. Now, a lot of times when you have a high fiber diet, people will say it's because you're not drinking enough water, you're not flushing it out. I drank 40 ounces of water every day minimum and the 32-ounce L drink, and oftentimes I fill up my 40-ounce water bottle twice. So that's a crock of shit. I'm sorry. There's no way I wasn't drinking enough water. Day 3, it's 11 o'clock and I'm still in bed. So anyone who's working out on this, I don't understand how you're doing it. I feel like I have had no energy, obviously, the first 2 days, like I've been mentioning. So I'm gonna try to make a conscious effort to record everything I eat today, just so you have an idea of what the program actually consists of. I also did a little bit more research about other people doing the program, looked at a lot of Reddit threads, and I found that a lot of people wait as long as they can to eat so they're not dying at night. So I feel like I'm gonna try to push my start time even later today, so maybe more toward 12:30 or 1. I honestly don't think I can go later than that. Now that it's day 3, I did want to show an update of my stomach. So last night you saw I was extremely bloated, and this morning my stomach is pretty much back to normal. A little bit bloated here, but nothing crazy. My face is also pretty much back to normal, so I just looked really fatigued and awful. I've also found it really helpful to look at ProLon's YouTube channel for their FAQs. They said a lot of the bloating and nausea is from inulin fiber. Inulin is artichoke fiber, for everyone who doesn't know, so it is a plant-based form of fiber, but it can be really hard on your stomach. Day 3, the scale went down 2 pounds, so I am back to my normal weight after the holidays, but my waist hasn't shrunk at all. I'm still at 27 inches, so to me that's just showing that is water. Again, I'm feeling really skeptical about this, you guys. I feel bad because everyone's so obsessed with this program, but not loving it so far. It's day 4. I woke up feeling really good. I am so happy to be over the hump. I think that was the biggest thing, is getting over day 3, and then I can finish this thing out. So I have 2 more boxes left. I'm so excited. excited. I threw the big box away, and that actually really helped me kind of with the mental game of this, I guess, because seeing that I only have 2 days in front of me is getting me through. Strategy yesterday of not starting to eat until 1 really helped. I also realized I timed this out perfectly because I don't start working again after winter break until today, so I'm gonna log in a couple minutes. Having vacation time and nothing to do and just relaxing and reading has been so beneficial on this program. I don't think I could get through it if I didn't do that. One thing to note is I woke up this morning and I gained a pound, so everyone losing a ton of weight on this, if you don't have a lot of weight to lose, I'm not sure that it'll be super beneficial for you, but I did lose ½ an inch on my waist, so I'm gonna get through these next 2 days. But I'm so freaking proud of myself for getting myself through this. I've been sleeping a lot and, you know, not super active, but that's okay as long as I finish this thing out. I'm proud of myself. Guys, my soup spilled all over the microwave. I'm so mad. ProLon, what the heck? I'm so mad. Normally I wouldn't care, but this is all I get for lunch, so it's day 5. I'm so freaking happy. Oh my gosh. I honestly cannot believe I got through this, you guys. I have my little L drink with hibiscus tea in it. I know I've been complaining so much, but today I woke up feeling actually really energetic and just like determined to finish this. I haven't felt any purpose in this whole program, and I think I reminded myself of why I'm doing it, my intention, and it really helped push me through to the finish line. I also grocery shopped for the next month, so I have tons of healthy foods in my fridge and freezer, tons of veggies. Tomorrow I'm supposed to stick to light foods again, so I'm going to be doing a lot of smoothies, more healthy soups that actually taste good. So I am ready to see this thing through, and I will give you guys my final thoughts soon. So as you saw on day 5, I woke up feeling super energetic and I was so excited to see that day through. I didn't really film because I wanted to sit with myself, figure out how I felt about the program. What you didn't see is at the end of the day, I had the worst cravings and the worst headache ever night, and that was also some of the worst sleep I've ever had in my life. I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I just could not go back to sleep. I don't know what was going on with my body. If my body was just like 5 days is enough, we're done. I don't know. It was really, really weird. So now I'm technically on day 6 of ProLon. You're supposed to eat light foods today, so a lot of smoothies, a lot of soups again. By the last day, the idea of eating the soup was making me physically ill, and I woke up this morning, and this is going to be a TMI extreme. I am so sorry to everyone, but I really don't want anyone from ProLon to say I didn't eat the right things on day 6. I woke up and had diarrhea almost immediately. I'm sorry, that's TMI. I didn't eat anything yet, so I don't know what was going on with the food on day 5. I got super sick again. I've honestly been not able to keep most of my food down. I don't know if my stomach shrunk or what, but I don't really like that. So I will report back on Instagram or TikTok about how I feel the next couple weeks. Now, I took before and after pictures, and honestly, you can't really tell a difference, so I'm not even gonna bother showing you guys. I can tell a difference. I look a lot leaner in the second picture, but the first picture, I just look a little more bloated, which is normal after the holidays, to be honest. And I did lose 5 full pounds. Scale is actually lower than my normal weight, even before the pandemic, but I only lost ½ an inch on my waist. I feel like it's all water weight. I really don't take much stock in the weight loss, and honestly, when I weigh myself tomorrow, I'm not gonna be surprised if it shoots right back up. I honestly feel exactly the same, but I didn't deviate that much from my regular diet. I mean, obviously this was a super extreme diet that was carb heavy, but I already don't eat gluten. I don't eat that much dairy. I eat mainly plant-based. I eat a lot of Mediterranean foods, so it wasn't that crazy. So all in all, I absolutely would not do it again. I was not the biggest fan of ProLon. I am proud of myself for doing it. I think it's important to always look at these studies, look at who's funding them, look at the science behind them, look at the ingredients, see what you're buying into, because just because Goop or a TikToker told you to do something, or maybe a YouTuber like me, doesn't necessarily mean you should do it. You should always look into things with a critical eye, decide for yourself if it's the right choice, and go from there. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you try ProLon, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.